After the abdication of her uncle King Edward VIII, Elizabeth's father, King George VI, sat on the throne as the monarch of the British Empire alongside Lady Elizabeth, later known as the Queen Mother. After accessing the throne in 1952, Queen Elizabeth II moved to Buckingham Palace after her coronation at Westminster Abbey a year later. The Queen connected with the people through her Commonwealth and European tours and maintained strong relationships with world leaders. Her powerful position also allowed the monarch to undertake several possessions under her name, including vintage jewelry and various hand-me-downs from her father. From owning castles that are worth billions and the most expensive art collection to owning artifacts that are a heritage of British history, the Queen had many assets to her name that are worth billions today. Let's take a look at the most expensive possessions of Queen Elizabeth II. Number 10. Jewelry Collection. Queen Elizabeth II appreciated the finer things in life, including her vintage jewelry. According to Vanity Fair, it is called the Windsor Collection and has been passed down for generations. Her most famous jewels include the sovereign scepter and orb used for her coronation. She also owned the Russian Kokoshnik tiara, Queen Mother's leaf brooch, Queen Victoria's diamond stud earrings, and Duchess of Tex earrings. Number 9. Car Collection. The Queen made her presence known even by the vehicles she drove to reach various events and appointments. She drove an Austin K2Y during her service in World War II and later switched to Land Rover Defenders. Her favorite truck had been the 2002 Defender 110 TD5, and the 2022 iteration was gifted to her during her Platinum Jubilee. Other notable cars include Range Rover, Aston Martin, and Vauxhall. Number 8. Real Estate. With properties worth $10 billion, the former monarch's real estate portfolio has always remained her most expensive possession. Buckingham Palace is valued at $7 billion, while Kensington Palace and Windsor Castle cost $630 million and $326 million, respectively. The land of the Duchy of Lancaster is a popular tourist spot and makes $24 million yearly in profits. While the Queen had many invaluable jewels and castles under her name, the most unique and bizarre thing owned by her were swans. As noted by Cosmopolitan, Queen Elizabeth II owned the unclaimed swans that lived on the stretches of River Thames. Every year, the royal family held the swan upping, wherein she was told how many swans were under her possession through a 5-day ceremony. Number 6. Art Collection. The Queen's Gallery at Buckingham Palace is filled with priceless art, which makes it the largest privately owned collection. The Royal Collection Trust has displayed over 60 rare paintings for the viewer's delight. Some notable paintings include Artemisia Gentileschi, An Allegory of Peace and the Arts, Peter Bruegel the Elder, Massacre of the Innocents, and Michelangelo Buonarroti, Archers Shooting at a Herm. Number 5. Wimbledon Royal Box. As the name suggests, the Royal Box on the center court at Wimbledon is the best place to enjoy a game of tennis. The 74-seater box was built in 1992 and has been an entertainment spot for friends and guests, including the members of the royal family, political figures, and commercial partners who are allowed to sit on an invitation-only basis. Number 4. Racehorses. The Queen has had a fascination for horses from an early age since she was gifted a pony on her 4th birthday by King George V. After becoming the Queen, she inherited the royal stud of Sandringham from her father, as reported by BBC. The Queen had taken a personal interest while preparing the horses for racing and earned roughly $9 million annually through the tournaments. Number 3. 200 Launer Bags. Forever a style icon, the Queen had been regularly spotted with a Launer London handbag for decades. The Queen Mother first used the bag in the 1950s before the brand was given a royal warrant in 1968. The British company has supplied their handbags every season with the latest design, and the Queen had over 200 designs of the now iconic accessory. Number 2. Faberge Eggs. Queen Elizabeth's Faberge collection has more than 600 pieces. It dates back to over a century ago when Gustav Faberge designed jewel-encrusted eggs that caught the eye of Danish princesses Alexandra and Dagmar. Many royals, including King Edward VII and King George V, had commissioned intricate pieces. Her Majesty owned precious eggs in different designs displayed for the British public in 2003. Number 1. Queen Victoria's Wedding Dress. A priceless outfit that forever set the trend of wearing a white wedding dress, Queen Victoria's wedding dress remains preserved in the Royal Museum. As mentioned by Vogue, the dress was made from silk satin and lace for her marriage to Prince Albert in 1840. Before she wore the white wedding dress, women preferred to wear wedding dresses in bright-colored hues, but she began the trend that has been followed around the world. Queen Elizabeth II passed away on September 9, 2022. King Charles III has been proclaimed the new monarch, and people rejoice in the new era of royalty. Have you ever imagined yourself as the queen or the king?